The white economy in South Africa is growing at 0.4%. Fellow whites, maybe it's time that we should be more black.
So the government, the ANC, has come out to say we should celebrate the economic growth of 0.4% for the first quarter of 2023 in South Africa. According to the government, this shows that they are rebuilding the economy. From what, I'm not too sure. But you know what, Byron? I am tired of looking at official figures in terms of GDP and thinking to myself, this country is going to the dogs, because that is not true. The economy run by the whites is going to the dogs. But the informal economy run by the blacks is doing so much better than us.
Absolutely. But there is a key difference. Whites love to follow the rules, mate. You give them a rule, they'll follow it. Even if the rule's dumb, like wear your mask, stay home, sanitize your hands. Really dumb rules, right? Whites will die by that. We've seen this everywhere. But the black economy will say, hey, futse kwena, we're not doing that because that's stupid. And so what we're going to do is what benefits us the most.
Exactly. And if you look at the stats of the township economy, FNB has said there's roughly between 30 to 40 businesses per 1,000 people in townships, which equates to roughly 1 million businesses in South Africa that are not registered, do not pay tax, don't give a shit about UIF, and most importantly, do not rock up in the official GDP numbers. And you're not going to tell me that these people are worse entrepreneurs than the average minority in this country. Arguably, these people are much better entrepreneurs because they don't fall for all of the bullshit set by the ANC. Ironically, the average ANC voter does not follow any of the rules of the ANC, but the white business owner somehow follows all of them and is left with 0.4% economic growth.
But we've seen this even when it comes through to the BEU rules. The whites get given these rules and they get told these are the parameters to work into, and they sit there and they fall over themselves to try to comply, rather than, okay, well, these are the rules. How do I mitigate myself and how do I restructure stuff? We've done this in various videos on how to use the BEE amendment bill in order to restructure your business. Do not have to apply to the BEE amendment rule. And it's curious, Ramon, because whites in South Africa usually push forward a narrative of self-governance, self-ownership, self-actualization. Your fruits of your labor should be your own, proper capitalist mentality. But they love to follow the rules. And there is a grand degree of irony in that. But you know where they don't give a shit about democracy or the rules, mate? Townships, they don't give two craps, mate. You know what they really care about? Self-actualization and self-agency, making a buck and making a success of their business. And guess what, mate? They're making a success of business.
And a lot of people might think to us, oh, making a buck is like earning 2,000 Rand to run your little spaza shop. On the contrary, my friends, there has been research that shows the average township shop can make over 2 million Rand a year in turnover. There are cash-only wholesalers who make hundreds of millions of rands in cash every single year. This is the township economy. These people employ hundreds of residents of the township. Ironically, this is like Orania, but without the recognition. These are people keeping the cash in the township, employing people from the township, and making sure that none of that cash goes anywhere else other than the township. This is the decentralized enclave system at work right in front of us. And it's time for the whites and the Indians and the minorities to finally understand that.
Now, do you know what's not happening in the township economy? Unions, UIF, social grants. If you don't pitch for work tomorrow, hey, I'm going to come to your house and right? Those guys are proper going to bliksem you black. Don't see that in the formal economy, do you? Do you? Nah. There, it's all about unions. How do you feel? Diversity quotas, gender inclusion. Like, you don't get that in the informal economy, mate. Do you know what else you don't get in the informal economy? Paying taxes. Do you reckon the informal economy is declaring all their income? As you very rightly said, Ramon, it's all based on cash. And cash is king. You know what else cash is? Easy too hard. Put it in the couch. Put it in the couch.
Just ask our president about that. But you know what? They don't have the informal economy either. CCMA, disciplinary hearings, diversity, quotas, none of that stuff. And what do they have to show for that? 6-7% growth. What does the formal economy have? Diversity, quotas, CCMA hearings, disciplinary hearings. What do they have to show for that? 0.4% growth. I'm not a mathematician by any means, but but the one seems a lot better than the other.
Yeah, and I suppose the moral of the story, mate, is maybe it's time for white South Africa to be a little bit more black.
And if you are interested in this topic, check out this video right here.